We've had a nice international break. I didn't do any videos. There was loads of things to talk about. There was Birmingham City Stadium's completely embarrassing Sullivan and Brady. There's the takeover rumours that are rumbling on. There's the Fulkrug stuff. There's loads of stuff. But I wanted to break myself. I'd enjoyed the previous two games. It was nice that West Ham, were back to winning ways. So, yeah, now we are back. And today is Premier League football again for West Ham. It's a big game. They're all big games, We have to win as many as we can to try and get safe as quickly as we can. It's a tough game today. Bournemouth are a very, very, very good team. Very well coached. Again, very well run. They've lost a few big players over the last couple of years, but you wouldn't know because of the recruitment and the way it's done. Obviously, they lost their big centre back in the summer to Real Madrid, but you wouldn't know. They're doing okay. Like I say, they are currently sitting in ninth place with 5 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses on 18 points. They've had a tiny wobble recently after a really good start. If we look at their game before the international break, obviously they lost 4-0 to Villa. Villa were sort of flip-floppy in their own form, so to lose that game was quite a big one for them. Before that, losing to City, no shame in that. Erling Haaland, when he turns up, it's very hard to keep him quiet. Before that, 2-0 win against Forest. 3-3 against Palace, 3-1 Fulham. They're a good side. They're a decent side. I enjoy watching Bournemouth as well. Players like Semenyo really excite me. And it's going to be a tough old day for us down there today. But we haven't got that bad a record down there. We do quite well there, and then they usually beat us at our ground. Obviously, Callum Wilson coming up against his former club as well. Anyway, let's look at the game today. Head-to-head wise, like I say, last time at their ground, we beat them 2-0. A good win for us. 2-2 at home. Before that, 1-1 at their ground. I believe that was the one with Fornals. 1-1, 1-1. So, it either goes a couple of goals either way or a draw for us, to be honest with us. So, I'd be happy with a draw today. I'll be honest with you. I think it keeps the momentum going. Any point away from home is a good one. It's going to be even tougher next week against Liverpool. So, yeah, like I say, I would take a point today. In terms of their strengths, guys, they shooting directly from free kicks is listed as a strength. Counter-attacking, creating chances with individual skill, and coming from behind. I will go to the comments in a minute, Duncan. Thank you for that. Any comments, keep them coming in. All live and interactive this morning. Weaknesses are defending set pieces, aerial duels, protecting leads, defending against through ball attacks, defending against skillful players, and avoiding offsides. In terms of the way that Iriola, I always get it wrong, likes to line up. He likes to line up in a 4-2-3-1 formation with Petrovic in goal, Truffett, Senese, Diakate, and Jimenez at the back, which have provided a really good back four for them so far this season. Adams and Scott in the middle. Semenyo, Brooks, Tavernier, and Krupi up front. Like I say, they're a good side. I enjoy watching them. Like, there's teams at the moment. There's Palace and there's Bournemouth, and they remind me of old West Ham. When the Canios and that sort of area where we used to really go at teams and we were exciting to watch. Were we going to win every week? No, but you knew it was going to be an entertaining game. When West Ham are not on, the two teams I really enjoy watching are Palace and Bournemouth, because I know they're going to give teams a game. It's going to be exciting. They've got pace and power. Some of that I wish West Ham had that, I do. I wish West Ham had a bit of that. And it speaks volumes, doesn't it, for how far our club has, regressed in the last few years. In terms of us, obviously Paquetá is suspended, so that is an issue. I know there's loads coming out of the club and press conferences that Earthy's been talked about, and so has Luis Guilherme. I don't think that's going to happen. I would love to see it. I'd love to see George Murphy in there or Guilherme playing at number 10 to keep that sort of attacking threat and pace there. And also to keep Souček as the secret weapon that he has been coming off the bench. But I personally think it will be Souček that starts today. And Fernandes potentially could play in that 10 role. I expect it to be Ariola, Tobido, Kilman and Juve. Like I said, I think it will be Potts and Souček, Bowen, Somerville, Fernandes, Callum Wilson against his former club. Up front, like I said, I would prefer it to be Guilherme, and you still keep with Fernandes and Potts, and then we've still got legs and power. But yeah, there's a time and a place for Souček, but I just don't want to see him start. It's no disrespect to him. I don't want to see him start. I just would rather him come off, and if we need him, get the goals that he has been getting. And he's more effective like that. That suits him better. Yeah, interesting. Let's have a look what you guys are saying. So Duncan says, morning. They are good side, 6 years unbeaten, should be a good game. If we play like the 2 last games, 100%, mate. All right, mate. I'm on the M25 on my way to the game. Enjoy it, mate. It's always a good one there, apparently. Isn't Pot injured? I don't think so, mate. I don't think he is. It was just a dead leg. I went the Palace game. Sorry, not Palace game, the Burnley game. I think it was just a dead leg. So you would assume in 2 weeks that he's okay. I hope so, because he's really important to, the way our midfield runs at the moment. There are rumours that Mav's back as well. Mavropanos could be on the bench. Even Fulcrum potentially could be on the bench as well. So if they are, that gives us more options and new things to try out, really, doesn't it? Do I think we can win? Yes. Do I think we will win? I think it depends on if we keep Semenyo quiet. Someone in my work said that he's not fit, but I don't know. I haven't really seen anything out there. So if we can keep him quiet, take our chances, we've got a chance. We just got to show fight. We can't. The one thing I've liked about the last 2 games is, although we go 1-0 down, which is annoying and frustrating at the time, when you see us come from behind and show character and come back, I think that's really important. And I think that builds, again, that rapport in the team, the fighter's mentality that we can come back, where before under Potter and sometimes under Lopetegui, we go 1-2 down. It's curtains, absolute curtains. It's done, we're going to lose it 4-5-6. To show that fight, to show that determination, to get the goals back. Goals are coming from all over the pitch. Yeah, it's good. We are going to miss Lucas today. We definitely are. Just to provide that presence. He has a presence, So, his assist hasn't been there recently. He scored a few goals. But it's just a presence. He has a presence. And I think Nuno really likes and loves him, has spoke really highly of him. I think he's getting the best out of him. He's starting to believe, like he's loved by the manager, and players like that need it. It's sad in a way, that players of that talent can't just get themselves up, but sometimes they need to be loved. But yeah, he'll be back for Liverpool. We've just it's someone's chance to stake their claim in the team today. If it is Guilherme, if it is Murphy, or if it's someone different, they've got to step up like Potts did in the 2 games he's played since he's been in. Take your chances. By the scruff of the neck. Anything else, guys? I don't think there's much more. Like I say, this was just going to be a little preview. Hopefully, me and Paul, we are going to do a podcast very, very soon. It's just timing. The weekends, there's so much going on at the minute, especially nearer to Christmas. It's really hard to, get together and do a podcast. Paul is over in a couple of weeks' time. So that'd be nice to see him. But yeah, if you guys are being shy, I'm going to leave it there. I will be back later with a review. Like I say, I am still here. We are still here. I just took a nice little break for the international break, a little break from West Ham. Been watching all the other boys' channels. They're brilliant, keeping the content going for you guys. But yeah, we're back now. International break's over. And it's good, the international break. I don't think we get another one now till about March, I think it is, February, March time, which is good. You know, solid football. Then we've got a brilliant World Cup at the end of the season anyway as well, won't we? Anyway, keep believing. Come on, West Ham. Draw, I'll take. Win would be amazing, because that would be a real turnaround. And the teams above us, like Newcastle, there's a couple of other teams as well that have tough games, like Newcastle have Man City. If we were to win, you would expect Man City to beat Newcastle, and we can go level on points with them, and that would speak volumes. You know, that would really give us that belief to potentially start trying to move up the table, and that's where we want to be. Anyway, come on, you guys. Thanks for watching live. Keep believing. Get your comments in. Let's